So we're live. Okay, it's now 3 minutes past 3, and so I'd like to welcome you all to this virtual meeting of Hounslow's licensing panel. I would like to welcome the members of the panel who are sitting here today, as well as council officers who will be assisting members throughout the meeting. In addition, I'd like to welcome members of the public who are watching this meeting at home. As you all may know, until recently, virtual meetings for council business were not legal, but as a result of the coronavirus pandemic and the quarantine arrangements required by government, the law has recently been changed to let local authorities meet in a virtual way to make decisions. Therefore, this meeting is taking place using the recently introduced government regulations. The way this meeting will work will be that as chair, I will be running the meeting and inviting people to speak. As it is very easy for people to speak over each other in meetings like this, I will ask each member or officer to speak in turn at the appropriate stage. This will mean that there would normally be no need for people to interrupt or to ask to speak. However, I shall make sure that members have ample opportunity to ask questions, make comments on the reports and applications before them. The exception to this arrangement will be the legal committee or licensing officers who may turn on their microphone to alert me to any legal, governance or planning issue that needs addressing, although I would expect this to be a rare occurrence. In addition, I'm sorry, I've just noticed an error there. That shouldn't be governance or planning issue, should be governance or licensing issue. And I expect this to be a rare occurrence. In addition, we have a producer of the meeting from our ICT department who may also contact me if necessary, but I think it's unlikely if all goes well, as we hope it will. The etiquette for members of the committee and for the officers who are expected to speak will be to mute your microphones until you're asked to speak. This means that only one person will be speaking at a time and there will be no background noise, making it easier for all of us to follow the meeting and also for those watching at home. I will also ask members always to say who they are when they make a contribution and to speak slowly and clearly for the same reason. We have 3 members of the licensing committee with us here today to form this licensing panel, and it is we who will be making the decisions. Officers of the council will provide assistance and advice as required, but final decisions will be made by members. Right, I would now like to introduce each of the members here this afternoon, one by one. Yeah, I will start. I'm Councillor Richard Foote, a ward councillor for Hamworth, and also on today's panel are Councillor Adriana Georgi and Councillor Gabriella Giles. So I'm going to invite each member now to speak in turn. So, Councillor Georgi, would you like to say Adriana?
Yes, hi, good afternoon everyone, and to our officers and the gentleman who applied for a license. I'm Adriana George, I'm a councillor for Bedford, and I'm here today to represent the licensing team. Thank you.
And now, Councillor Gabriella Giles.
We can't hear you, Gabriella.
Sorry, Councillor Giles, you're on mute.
Sorry, I was being too diligent. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. My name is Gabriella Giles. I'm a councillor for Chiswick Riverside Ward and here as a member of the licensing committee. Thank you.
Right. Now, if I can introduce the officers who will be managing this afternoon's meeting, can I first get Rita Pancania to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Rita Pancania, Licensing Authority Officer. I'm here to present the case today.
And Baljit Verdi.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Mr. Baljit Verdi, legal representative to the panel. Thank you.
Right, we've also got officers acting in a producing role on the technical side of the meeting, but as they're not expected to be involved in the discussions of the meeting, I will thank them for their help but not ask them to introduce themselves. Right, has everybody muted their microphones again? Right, members of the public are reminded that the agenda and all the reports being considered by the panel today can be found on the council website under licensing panel meetings page. So if you want to see them, that's where to look. I also want to make sure that all members have seen the agenda and reports, which I've already checked and I know you have got. Right, I'd like to remind members that they need to hear all of the evidence in each report. Well, we're only seeing one report. Evidence in the report we're considering today. This means that you should listen to the whole debate. Please do not pop out to make tea or walk the dog. This is a legal requirement. If you should find you are having technical problems and need to log out of the meeting and come back in again, please let me know immediately. Ideally beforehand, but if not, afterwards by turning on your microphone. This would be a permitted interruption where you can then decide how far we need to recap if that's necessary, or if the member needs not to vote on the item. Finally, I'd like to say to any member of the public listening or watching, thank you for joining us this evening. We hope that this meeting will go well, but any virtual meetings may suffer from unexpected technical hitches. So please bear with us. I should also clarify that the meeting is being recorded and will be made available on the Council's YouTube channel in the next few days. Contributors to the meeting are asked to remember that they will therefore be included in the recording of this public meeting. Thank you. We will now move on to the first item on the agenda. Right. So we now move on to the licensing application for a decision by this meeting. Where we need time for contributions, I will ask the legal officer to alert me when allocated time has been reached. I will also ask him to alert me prior to the guillotine being reached if we've not concluded the meeting by that time. May I remind all members, officers and public speakers at this meeting to introduce themselves at each time they speak, also to turn off their microphones when they finish speaking. It's also important to speak slowly and clearly so everyone can understand what you're saying. Finally, if you are making reference to any agenda documentation, please give the page and paragraph details. Right. So we now move on to the formal hearing. So I'm going to ask Rita if she can read out the particulars of the application. Thank you, Rita.
Thank you, Councillor. Right, members are requested to determine an application for the grant of a premises licence in respect of Adams Cafe, 4 Douglas Road, Hounslow, TW3 1DA. The application has been submitted by Adams Coffee Limited. The licensable activity that have been applied for are as follows: late night refreshment, Monday to Sunday, 23 hours, 100 hours to midnight. Opening hours, 7:30 to midnight every day. Representations have been made by local residents, and the police and the applicant have now agreed some conditions. Thank you, Councillor.
Thank you, Rita. Right, can I ask the applicant if they agree to the circumstances that were outlined by Rita? Is the applicant able to respond?
He's just unmuting his mic, Chair.
Hello.
Just unmuting his mic, Chair.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Yes,
Yeah.
Can I ask you, I'm assuming that you heard what Rita had to say in introducing the circumstances. Can you
Yes,
confirm that you are in agreement with those particulars as they've been read out?
Yes, sir.
Right, fine. Thank you. Now, I know that we have a list of people who have made objections. Are there any that are here asking to speak? Can we confirm?
There are no objectors present, Chair.
Okay, right. So I can't ask members to ask questions on the substance. officers or applicants. I will give the applicant an opportunity to respond to the written questions there, but I'll do that within the when he makes his submission.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we in fact now are ready to move to the applicant. And can you confirm your name and address, and then address the panel about the application?
Yeah, my name is Adham Nauzil. I can't hear anything.
Sorry, yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Adham Nauzil.
Yes, sorry. And in what capacity are you there? Are you representing the applicant, or are you the applicant?
I am the applicant.
You are the applicant. Okay.
Yes, sir. There is some echo. I don't know.
Do you have someone representing you?
Presently, no. I represent myself.
You're representing yourself. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Well, this is your opportunity to make your case for the application for the extension of, or for the provision of a.
Sorry, Chair. Before the applicant starts, sir, can I ask you to just turn the volume down on your laptop, and can I ask you to listen through your phone rather than what's coming out through the laptop, because you'll be able to hear us more clearer.
It's for me, or?
Yeah, fit for you. If you could mute.
I mute
Okay.
all the sounds. Only I'm on the phone.
Okay, that's fine. You shouldn't get any echo then from now. I'm sorry, Chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right then. So let's. We're ready to hear your case. And it's Mr. Nazil. So if you'd like to outline your reasons for asking for your this license for serving food between 11 p.m. and midnight.
Yeah, between 11 p.m. and midnight is only a takeaway, which is we had agreed with the police officers, and it's not for sitting, and it is for purely takeaways. At the present, even though there's a new law to come to close for 10 o'clock, so we're gonna follow that rules. We're closing by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I think I understand that, but of course we're listening to hopefully what will be happening once COVID-19 passes by us, and that perhaps the laws change. Currently, the laws obviously are 10 o'clock, which you do not need a license for. But what we're looking at is what will be the situation once these laws go back to normal situation.
Normal mean what are the requirements been required? Everything is in place. In fact, even today I got this Servicecom Safe. It's introduced by the local authority, I believe. The technology partners applying. Yeah, so I receive all this communication directly with the police equipment also, but. I have no idea how they make the complaint. All this time we never operated until 10. We operated maximum of 8.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. Are you talking about the current situation where you're restricted to 10 p.m.?
No.
No, you're talking about your license
Previously.
application to midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, go on, carry on then. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, previously we never operated until 10. They mentioned there are complaints, neighbors making noise and all this issues, the parking issues and all. Parking, when it's come to parking, it is not in my control. The second thing is we never operated until 10 p.m. even previously. So after this, if it is COVID-19, they ask us to operate it. We're requesting only to takeaways.
And you're saying that was in the conditions
Yeah.
that were you consulted with the police and they.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't see that in any of the conditions that the police put in. Can you point me to it if you? This is PC Steve Pellows.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Who is the police officer?
Richard, we received an email that wasn't in our pack.
Stephen. Yeah.
So that's additional, and that was still with Steve Pellow, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
We complied with what he requested. We agreed it.
Okay. Right. Is there anything further you have to say?
Not really, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask the members present if they have any questions of you. So in the first instance, I'll ask Adriana.
Yes, Richard?
Yeah. Have you any questions of the applicant?
Not at this moment. I have all the information in front of me. Well, if I do, I'll put it forward. Thank you.
Okay. You might. Don't forget, there's not that many people today, so I'm not sure right out. But indicate if you want to come back in.
Yeah, sure, I will, certainly. Thank you so much. You know.
Gabriella, do you have any questions?
Yes, I do actually. Thank you, Adham, for coming and joining us today. I just had a question. You state in your application that we have our effective and responsible management team who are trained to the highest standard to advise customers on the public safety inside and outside the premises. Can you advise what training has been undertaken by the team and the management team, and how this is enforced to make sure that the behaviour and the learnings from the training is actually demonstrated in the day-to-day management of your business?
I have a qualified SIA officer who is also working on site. He's a chef. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been staying all day through in the shop, and we also train, and we got the new system which is directly connected to the police.
Okay.
There's some radio equipment when we bought it, and they endorsed by the councils, and then we already training them regular basis what to do and how to contact with the other officers, or to call the office, or get assistance if there is any issue.
Okay. Nick, so I'm just wondering about how has there been any COVID secure training or?
Yeah, we done. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Most of COVID secure training been done every single staff, and we have certificates display already, every one of them on the glass.
Okay. I think I would have preferred you to just list what qualifications and the training that people have conduct or have done, especially given that you know that you already have some issues regarding parking and kind of general behavior.
I told you, when it comes to parking, this is out of my control, because I cannot tell drivers to come not to park on the street, and this is Hounslow Highway Agency has to take responsible.
Yeah. Richard, I've got no further questions at this point. Yeah, I just that's it for me.
Yeah. Okay, Gabriella. Okay. Can I just come back to you? Well, first of all, Rita, can you confirm this device that they have for communication with the police, is this the one that actually goes through our security department? Is it the one that lots of places in Hounslow High Street have, that radios through to Hounslow Council's security group?
I'm sorry, Councillor, this is the first time I've heard about this system, so I'm not in a position to answer that question.
Okay, no, it's a long time since I
Yeah.
dealt with it. I know at one time that it was being done through our people in one of our setups, either in Hounslow or the one in Brentford, where we could radio through details to the police, which meant that businesses in Hounslow were able to take that connection up. So I don't really know which one it is. I don't know. Now I'll pass the question on then to the applicant.
Yeah,
do you know, is this a direct line on by radio to the police?
Yeah, yes.
And it is it's police you talk to?
Yeah, first of all, first is, I think, the security, I believe.
First of all, what, sorry?
The security group who is in Hounslow monitoring, and then the CCTV cameras center.
Yeah.
This is what is explained here. I see in
Yeah,
the book.
okay, that's right. That's what I was suggesting, that we are talking about the same.
Yeah,
that's
the
a
one.
London Borough of Hounslow.
Yeah,
department. Yeah.
Just to save this, I just bought the system, so they deliver actually today.
Right. Okay, so you haven't had a lot of practice yet.
They're going to come back to me on Friday to train the staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you say you don't have any access across the road, I'm trying to find.
It's a public road, sir.
Yeah, I didn't think it was roads. I thought it was a driveway that they were talking about that is continuously blocked.
Yeah. There is a driveway entrance.
Yeah.
And they have a gate, automated gate, who have the access so they can go in.
Yeah.
And there is a camera system working, and they issue tickets.
They issue tickets?
If somebody block or park on the wrong way, they issue tickets.
Who issues tickets?
That building next door.
What do you mean? You mean parking fines?
A parking ticket, yeah. Parking fine. But nobody doing it. Now they started doing it again, so now no one is parking. And which is not relevant to the shop, and it is everyone come and park and go to the high street.
Okay.
And that is the mismanagement of the building. Building management should have someone or monitor the camera system to issue whoever block it, and they should issue ticket or not to park it.
Can I ask, because we don't actually have a map from what I remember, I'm trying to find one that actually shows your position to this building. Whereabouts?
No, that is my driveway. That is, it is nothing to do with this other side of the public.
No, that's why I'm asking. Where is this? The people that have complained.
On the right-hand side, which is number 8 Douglas Road.
Right. So.
Richard, may I jump in? It is between, when you come towards the council, the building is between the end of the side of Debenhams, where there are lorries. There are lots of lorries that enter the building for deliveries to the shopping centre.
Right. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's it's not for residents. We're not talking about residents then.
Probably.
Is this a delivery to?
I know the area is always congested because I've seen walking towards work, Hounslow Council. I've seen it being very busy most of the time.
Right.
And every cab driver as a drop off to High Street, that is the main place. Every cab driver, they come and drop the passenger on that same corner, and it is really blocked. Now, another issue is Treaty Center. They moved the barrier forward to pedestrian area. Now, if the truck come, they totally block the whole main road, and no buses can go out. So I have to wait someone to open the gate to
Sorry,
Treaty Center.
you say the Treaty Centre?
Yeah, yeah.
The
I
shopping
can
centre.
shopping center.
No, the Treaty Centre is. Oh, sorry, sorry, that treat. Yeah, I'm with you. The shopping centre, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm still trying to figure this out. I mean, you know, the people who have objected are specifically talking about your customers.
Sorry?
I say the people who are objecting, and you've
Yeah.
seen the letters of objection, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are talking about your customers.
My customers are maybe 5%,
Yeah.
and still we try not to advise them not to park it. But end of the day, the trucks and big vans and lorries coming is not for my customers. And I recorded day through almost every day.
So, I mean, there's
every-
one here talking about loud music and shouting. Is that loud music coming from your premises, or is it coming from vehicles?
No, vehicles. I
Sorry?
don't have a music. I don't have a music system.
Okay, so
It
that's
come
coming
from the
from what?
vehicle.
Your customers' vehicles? Do they park
No,
outside?
vehicles. No. It's the vehicles are parked on the other side, where the Treaty Center side, and they put music, or they just make noise, and it's not really relevant to the coffee shop.
So your customers don't double park on yellow lines, don't play radios in their car noisily.
No, I cannot say that. Not exactly my customers. There are so many different people. I don't monitor them individually, but normally so many people come and park and stay and put music there. I didn't hear. I think he's talking something.
Just saying what, sorry, I'm trying to read some more. There's another one here that says experience that constantly is then blocking car park gate, and we have to wait every time we want to get in and out of the car park for someone to come out of the cafe and move their car. You're saying that doesn't happen?
No, I have recording 24/7. We have a recording on the camera system, but these cab drivers park and go to Metro Bank and then High Street, and then they said, "Oh, 5 minutes, we're coming back," and then go. In occasion, maybe one or two, I cannot say no. But nowadays, you don't see anybody parking.
Okay. Right, that covers my questions, I think. Let me just find the final one.
Ask them to do it. Maybe I need to do this.
So when your customers have been into your cafe and they've been served, do they then come out and go away, or do they at times congregate, and I'm quoting, congregate outside your cafe?
Not really. They just pick up only. We don't have a sitting capacity now.
No, I'm not talking about that. They said that they right, patrons of Adam's Cafe don't stay inside the premises but congregate on the street outside, creating a constant source of noise and sometimes even quarrelling amongst themselves. Right, okay. And you're saying that's not your patrons?
I don't know. I never seen such a things on the, maybe they on the street they're talking. So it's normally, even the coffee shop is not open. There are people sitting there and talking.
You say you've got CCTV. How long have you had the CCTV?
Since the place is open.
So you've always had CCTV there?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, and how
The
often do
reason-
you look at it to see whether or not? I mean, are your cameras also outside? Do they view the outside?
Sorry?
Do your cameras on your CCTV, do they actually view the street outside the shop?
Yes, all around and with license, and I got the permission that kind of license also need to take a recording thing, so I purchased the
Yeah.
license. Yeah.
So how often do you refer to the CCTV?
There is an incident only if somebody complain, otherwise I don't.
So how often does that happen? That somebody
Yes, I
complains?
did not. Only once I had a rewinds months ago when they robbed the shop.
Sorry? When they
They
robbed the
break-
shop?
Yeah, whole shop been robbed, break in and taken everything. So that's the only time when the police came, we rewind it, and they couldn't find this in only
Oh, I
with the
see. So
mask.
you hadn't actually looked at any incidents outside the shop. You haven't
But
noticed
there
it.
is no incidents been reported to
No.
look. So no one came us and say that, oh, there is a issue came. So nobody reported. We have an incident record books also in place. If there is
You
an
don't
incident
actually look at CCTV unless there is an incident.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And
Okay.
these cameras been viewed from different location also live. The main office.
I'm
If
sorry.
there is on the main office, we have office where the camera has been viewed.
Yeah.
But if someone reported any incident, that's the only time we rewind the camera and check.
Okay. Okay. Right. That's all my questions. Right. Adriana, do you have any follow-up questions?
Yes, Richard, thank you very much for allowing me to do that. I know Gabriella already asked about how kind of training he has been, the gentleman put in place on a specific matter, but I would like to ask, how does he monitor and prevent COVID? Because keeping in mind, we high on cases, I would like to find out this possible.
All my staffs are trained online training, and the same time we went through a different online paid one to get training. So
thank you, but how do you prevent that? So what have you put in place in the shop? Do you follow up 2 meters regulation or
everything we have 2 meter regulation, only 6 people allowed to go in. I can send you all the photos if you required it, and sanitizer, and we clean every now and then. Even
Yeah. Can I intervene, Adriana? That of course it's not a licensing matter. You know, that's a public health matter. So and public health don't like us
in fact,
out with their gadgets.
In fact, council inspected 2 weeks back, and then somebody else came from council enforcement, checked everything, and all the paperwork been shown to them, and the display they've been taken. The police.
Okay. Is that it, Adriana?
Yes, it is, Richard. Thank
Okay.
you.
Gabriella, do you have anything to follow up on? You're muted.
Yeah. Do you want me to ask my supplementaries?
Yeah. Follow up on.
Cool, yeah. Great. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Nolzil. So I guess there's a bit of confusion here over kind of how you manage crowd control generally. And I think this is potentially what Richard was trying to get to, in the fact that there have been observations by residents of kind of people congregating on the pavement outside of your premises. And I think that's kind of a concern, because ultimately, if they're patrons, you should be responsible for them and for their behaviour. But has anybody made these complaints to you personally?
As I told you, I never received any single complaint.
Yeah.
And if ever I receive anything, I immediately go into take attention what happened, so I have a chance to review what happened.
Yeah.
But in all this time, I never even rewind the camera. I don't have any incident reported.
Yeah. Next, just
few
about
months back, we have crowded. It was crowded on fasting month, I think, because we did this charity things went through whole month. After that, I don't see any crowd after 6-7 o'clock.
Okay.
Road even. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you would want to be open for delivery between 7 o'clock and midnight now. Do you anticipate that that extra hour of trading for you for delivery and takeaway will actually be of benefit to your business?
Yeah, because mostly late delivery or pickup. No, normally I don't have a delivery system. That is only a Uber pickup, Uber or Deliveroo or Just Eat. So night takeaway is that is only few hours is busy.
Okay. I think for me, I'm just struggling to see. I understand that as a business, you need to you want to make sure that your business is going to thrive beyond lockdown, or not lockdown, but beyond the next couple of months and unfortunately the economic situation that we've been seeing. I think for me, it's just a case of how will you manage kind of mass congregation of Deliveroo and Uber drivers on the area outside of your premises, because ultimately there will be a congregation outside of the building and you are in very close proximity to a residential building.
Okay, I want to send you, if you want, a video link. I'm closing 8-9 o'clock and I need to send you McDonald's pickup and delivery, park everyone there.
Yeah.
Uber. So nobody gonna ask about this. And it's not for my delivery or pickup. And in fact, they come and block the gate, and they just say Adam's Cafe, but it is for McDonald's and KFC because they can't go inside. This is a one way. So every single pickup and delivery people park on that exact spot.
So they park on the road and the loop that kind of goes behind. Okay, so yeah. I guess
I might rewind the camera and send the video to everyone to see, because I closed the shop, and then you can see how many delivery bikes and cars are parked outside my shop.
Yeah, so I think this is kind of, for me, kind of a concern of mine, because of that kind of groupings of people outside of your property. It may be that they're all Uber and delivery drivers from four other restaurants in the vicinity. But I think because they are congregating in that space, it is a concern. And so I don't quite understand how adding to that will actually kind of.
So that means you trying to say that they can. People, after I close, they will park. It is okay, no problem.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you please repeat?
I said even I close the shop, so there are a lot of cars and bike parks. That is fine.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Richard, I think that's all from me. No, I'm saying yes. I understand what you're saying.
Okay, thanks, Gabriella. Can I just follow up on a couple of things? I'm looking at the drawing you've got of your cafe, which you've got retail 1, retail 2 ground floor. The first floor, what is that? That's your kitchen, is it?
No, it is already converted to flats.
So where do you cook the food?
At the back.
Back where?
On the same ground floor.
On the ground floor, because this existing ground floor plan doesn't show that.
I think you got the old plan, but
Well, I've got the one you submitted to the council.
yeah,
It shows a ground floor, retail 1, retail 2. And it shows an upper floor with a bedroom, living room, I presume that's a flat,
yeah,
and another and a kitchen, and another one with a kitchen, a big kitchen, dining. Is it 2 flats up there?
yeah,
It's 2 flats up there.
2 flats.
So the kitchen for your cafe takeaway is where?
Ground floor.
It's not shown in the drawing, is it? I can see WCs.
Where is
WCs.
Hold on a second. 1 minute. I will check. No. One. I'm gonna check.
So, right, you there? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. So on the cafe, how
Yeah.
many customers can you seat in the cafe?
Can sit 15
15 in total.
inside. Outside.
Inside, yeah. Well, you seat some
Outside.
outside?
Outside. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8?
So you've got seating outside. Is that on the pavement?
No, no.
Where is it?
It's on our premises inside.
No, you said outside.
Outside mean it's there is a 2 door. One door is a glass door which is push inside, and then there's a shutter next to after that. In between.
So is that retail 1 or retail 2?
Where's that? I'm just.
I've got doors. I've got doors all over the place here. I've got
Oh,
1,
right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. That doesn't cover the WC doors.
1 minute. Checking. Oh, that is not yet because this is the. I think.
Is it near where you're? I've got cycle sheds out there. You're not. That's not the kitchen, is it?
No, that is at the back. Next
That's
to
at the
kitchen.
back. You said the kitchen was at the back.
Yeah, on the end of the kitchen, the building wall on the corner, there is a small slot for one space there.
For what one? What, sorry?
End of the building, that where is the slot? It shows that next to the fire exit back. Because retail 2 is the kitchen.
That is the kitchen.
Yeah.
So where do
this
you
is the
serve?
original planning which is came through the.
Okay, so and the customers that are seated seat in what's retail 1, do they?
Yes.
And how do you access from your kitchen to there?
In between there is a side door. You can see on the right side.
This is the door that I can see doors for the WCs.
WC, and there's another door next to it. This is the old one.
Well, not on this drawing. There's not.
No.
Just shows through to the WC
Yeah.
from both sides.
It's
Okay.
not, exactly
Right. Well,
the new
let's say
design.
you've got 15 plus. How many you said? 15 inside and 8
Front
outside.
8.
So they're people that would be eating in the cafe.
Yeah.
Right. So when you say you've got takeaway, I don't actually know. What sort of food do you do? I mean, what is their takeaway? Is it? I don't know what you do.
Pizza.
Sorry?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
So in the
And we
cafe
have
and the
sandwich.
takeaways are all pizzas.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pizza start 11 morning until night. So that's the main takeaway. The sandwich and all this one, we don't have much takeaway on it. Only for if ever dining. And coffee shop is totally coffee bar is closed by 8 p.m.
Yeah, but are you if you were to open, if we were to grant you opening till midnight?
Yeah.
Would you be serving coffee inside the cafe?
No. 8 o'clock finish. 8 o'clock close the coffee bar.
Okay, and what about the cafe? What time's that closing?
we no dining after 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's only takeaway.
Only takeaway.
So do you have any idea roughly how many sort of takeaways you have?
Mainly,
You know, in the later evening.
it depends on the maybe pizza will go 25, 30.
25, 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
After 10.
After 10, but before 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. And deliveries of materials. Can I just check what time? Do you have a specific time for delivery trucks delivering to you? What time they come and do and deliver?
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
They don't deliver during the evening.
No.
Okay. All right. Right. That's all the questions from me then.
But we need to look into this one because delivery trucks come to Debenham and then Superdrugs.
That wasn't what I was asking. I
No,
was
they come
asking
and
what
block
time your
even my
deliveries are.
entrance, not mine. It is not mine.
No,
And then
I'm asking
Cam
what time
99.
your deliveries are. That's all.
It's always fixed for 8 o'clock because they might confuse the trucks are coming there, block whole
No,
road.
it's not. I'm just asking you what time. What I was concerned about, what times you were delivering to. That's part of
8.
that's part of the licensing agreement.
Yeah, it is 8 a.m.
Okay, right, fine. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Sorry, Councillor, can I just get a clarification?
Yes, certainly.
Right, sorry, the gentleman just said he's going to do takeaway after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
But on page 14 of the application form, he's saying takeaways after 1900. So we need to clarify, is it after 1900 or after 10 o'clock?
Sorry?
So
We took on your application, page 14.
yeah, the prevention of crime and disorder.
Okay, protection of children says again there after 1900.
What he asked was between 10 to 11. How many you taking takeaways? This is what
I think what the officer was asking is that there's some discrepancy between. You said your takeaway starts at 10, but I think and I'm just trying to find it here. Which one is it? Prevention of crime.
Yeah, and children. It says after 1900 hours, we do only takeaway and delivery service.
Okay.
But then he mentioned that it was 10 o'clock.
So
no, 1900 mean 8 o'clock. We totally close the coffee bar and everything.
But 1900 is 7 o'clock.
Yeah, but are you doing takeaways at the same time as doing coffee and meals inside the cafe? Is there an overlap in effect?
Yeah, that's 1900 is fine. Yeah, I was a mistake, I think.
Okay.
Because they clean it up from 1900. They don't serve coffee. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're doing takeaways from 1900.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Are you all right with that, Rita?
Yes, I just needed clarification for your purposes when making a decision. That was all.
That's fine. Thanks very much.
You.
For that, Rita.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right. Where are we? We don't have any other persons here, I don't think yet, do we, Rita? Or we haven't got any other individuals. So, of the officers, any questions of the applicant? No.
Richard, we seem to have a number of people called in. Is this? Are they people who want to make representations or?
Well, we were told no. I'm gonna just double check that.
Sorry, Councillor Giles, they appear to be the same phone number.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
All right, okay. So that would be what, just somebody looking at us?
Oh, it's the gentleman that's actually the applicant.
Oh, right, okay, that's fine. Okay, so there are no questions from the officers to the applicant.
Chair, this is Baljeet Verdi. Just a very, very quick question, just
Yes,
for
certainly.
clarification. The applicant, sorry, you say you're going to be closing everything at 10 p.m. I just wanted to confirm that does mean that the premises will still be open for customers to come along and collect a takeaway, or are you saying you're going to shut down the premises and it's going to be delivery only after 10 p.m.?
Delivery only.
Okay, so no one can come along and collect takeaways from 10 p.m.
No.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm.
No, sir. We have
Thank you.
separate window for that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Right, that's useful. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'll go back to the applicant. If you've got any other representations you'd like to make, but please keep them in line with what you've already said. Really, it's just to underline anything you've already said.
Yeah.
Do you have anything more to say?
No. Thank
No,
you.
you're okay. Right, then I go on to Baljeet. You're gonna on the
Muted.
you're gonna your procedures and options open to the members.
I need to do
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if anyone else was about to speak there.
No, I was, and then I've stopped. So
No, Councillor, if you have any comments, please.
It's good to see lawyers bowing back to each other.
Why not? Absolutely. The procedure here is that the panel will have a brief adjournment in order to go and discuss this application and see if they can come to a decision now or within a reasonable time. The decision that the options open to the panel are to grant the application in full and on the terms and conditions contained within the application to include any applicable mandatory conditions, to grant the application as above modified to such an extent as considered appropriate to satisfy any relevant representations and promote the licensing objectives, or to reject the application in whole or part. So with that being the case, I don't know how long the members want to adjourn the meeting for. If it's 15 minutes is initial consideration, but I will leave that to the chair to confirm, and then whatever the period, panel and I will go to the other room to for their members to deliberate their decision and then return here after the prescribed time that the chair confirms.
Yeah, I think if we certainly at this point say 15 minutes, if anything happens that looks like it's going to prolong that, then we come back to so they can let him know that he can put a note up to that effect or let others that are waiting know. Okay, so Gabriella, Adriana, Baljeet, we may depart to the other room.
Okay, Chair, I've got 15:58, so just to make it easier, shall we say we'll come back to this room at
1600, yeah.
16:15. So it's just
yeah.
Okay, then.
16:15, yeah.
16:15
Okay. Thank you.
Great.
Okay, right. We'll get going then.
Close. Huh? How you meeting?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, Bill.
Hello, good afternoon. Bill Lee speaking.
Hi, Bill. It's Rita.
Oh, hello, Rita. Right, what can I do for you?
Nothing, because
Oh, yeah,
the
sorry,
meeting.
right. Well, now,
haven't-
that's a weird thing. My phone has just rang on Jabber.
Okay.
Picking up the Jabber phone, and I'm getting you. That's the weirdest thing. It should have
Uh,
well, no wonder I wasn't getting a...
Because I'm waiting to get back into the meeting.
Yeah, okay, I'll shut
Sorry.
up then. Oh, here it is
Yeah,
again.
just a reminder, we're still live. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, we're just waiting for other members to join very soon.
No worries.
And for the chair also.
The applicant has left, so I'm not too sure if that will be a problem or not.
Sorry, what happened, Study?
The applicant is no longer here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Who are we waiting for?
Richard? Probably Richard.
Yeah, sorry, I just need a quick break as well. So,
Councillor Foote's here, he's just on mute. Sorry, Chair.
I'm talking to you and I'm on mute. I've given you a long explanation and then I'm on mute. Right. Baljeet is here. I can see we're all back. Yeah.
yes.
Whenever you're ready, Chair.
Yeah,
I know
we're
the
ready.
applicant's not here, but
The applicant's not here.
no.
Chair, this is Badger. I don't know if you want anyone to call the applicant or see if they want to rejoin or not, but that's up to you.
I would prefer it if they were here to rejoin. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, can you use your phone?
I think Bill's just calling the applicant now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really hungry now.
Hello,
Ollie, can you tell not to call me your friend? Use your phone.
Right, where are we at?
No, you can't use my phone. Sorry, please.
We're
Chair,
waiting for
Bill
the-
is trying to contact the applicant, trying to get him back in at the moment.
Right, who's calling?
Bill.
So I can see this sign on there saying calling. I don't know what that means. It's on my screen showing Adriana, but it's got calling in front of it. I don't know.
Sorry, Richard. Can
No,
you
I'm trying to
repeat?
figure out because I've seen your picture, but in front of your face is the word calling, and I don't know what it's referring to.
My phone.
No,
Sorry.
yeah, no, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying you've got the big screen at the moment. You're the only one on the screen, so it could be referring to anybody. I'm assuming that it is referring to us trying to make contact with the applicant.
Probably, yes. I have no idea. Why? Ollie, can I have my phone back, please? Why are you on it?
I can't.
I need to call my other officers from the
Can
house.
you send Zoe's mum a picture of my phone number?
Sure.
Adriana, you might want to know that we're still live.
Yeah, you might need to mute your mic, Adriana.
Just
Have I
before you
muted?
go out giving out anybody's phone numbers.
Have I muted? Sorry. My son has been using my phone talking to his school friend.
Yeah, no, I'm just conscious that he might inadvertently be giving out people's phone numbers on a live broadcast.
No.
Or I'd hope that somebody would edit
I'm
that.
very much aware of Data Protection Act and GDPR. And I even today completed a digital safeguarding. So how are we going to take that on board? So thank you for mentioning.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. It's just kids that.
Sorry, Councillor Foote, is there any way we can ask you to turn a light on in your room? It's quite dark. You got a have you got a lamp, Councillor Foote?
Have I got a lamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find the switch.
Oh, okay.
Got it. I'm not sure it's going to be any better. It's still.
That's all right. That's okay.
Let me try the light behind me.
It should be a little bit like Halloweeny, but it works.
Fitting.
I've got a few.
Yeah, we're almost in October.
Oh.
Give it 6 hours.
This one doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. So just an update, Bill is attempting to contact the applicant. I am conscious of the time. We've got about half an hour left on this, so we do need to.
So have you actually contacted the applicant, Sadiq?
Bill's attempting to make contact, Chair.
Is he?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So what we got till 6:30?
No, not 6:30. We've got until about 3 minutes past 7 before this cuts out.
Okay.
But Richard, we shouldn't be here for too much longer, right?
No, I'm just. I don't know what's happening with Bill.
Yeah. So I guess we're just waiting for Bill and the applicant to join us, and then we'll just give the decision of our deliberation.
Yep.
And leave it at that.
And that'll be it, yeah.
Okay. I was supposed to be on another call like 2 hours ago.
I'm just worried because I changed my system to, I had BT, which was a direct line. I changed the system, not BT, to Virgin. I changed the system because Virgin managed to smash the line up.
Yeah.
I had to wait 6 weeks to get it reinserted. So I went on to, who's the other one?
Sky. Should we advertise all the broadband companies?
Yeah, Sky. Sorry, I went on to Sky, and of course didn't realise that they couldn't do cable because it's a BT cable, and they couldn't do cable. So I've got a satellite, which is not the best thing to do when you want good communications during the time when it's pouring with rain.
Hello, Councillor. I've tried to call the applicant, and his phone number is going straight to voicemail, I'm afraid. So
okay, well let's get on with it then.
Yeah.
And you know, we can't do anything more than that. And then you know, I
have tried to reach out to them by
Valvid, the other here, yeah, and Adriana's here as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all right? Are you ready with this, Baljeet?
I'm here, so.
Okay. Right then. Okay, right. First of all, apologies to everyone for taking so much longer than we anticipated we would need, but it did prove to be quite difficult to come to a decision. So what we have decided that we would reject the application on the grounds that we did not get the impression that the applicant was taking or was showing disregard for what's happening outside his premises, and he was not showing any appreciation of what the his neighbours were saying. And we've, on the grounds of this, that we've rejected the application. However, we do recognise that he is free, if he wishes, say one of two directions. He can either, well, one of three directions, can accept it and leave it at that. He can reapply, having, I would suggest, taken into account what we said about liaising with his neighbours, or he could of course appeal. So these are the three routes that he can take. We hope that if he does decide to come back, that he would pay a bit more attention to his neighbours and listen to what they've got to say, and then come back and tell us what the results are. However, that's the position. Ajit will be drafting out the full reply, which will be ready within 5 working days, and that will be sent out to the applicant in that time. So it leaves me now just to say thank you very much for your attendance. Please accept my apologies for the lengthy hearing, one of the longest ones I've had to do, I think. So, and then, right, I wish you all a good evening. It's pouring with rain, but hopefully none of you have got to go out on a bike or anything. So, good night to you all and be safe.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.